she's awake yet?
I wouldn't think so. It's still early. Why don't you sit down?
I want to go through those photos before I open up downstairs.
You've got all day to do that.
No, I've wasted enough time as it is.
Oh, right, I shouldn't got it.
Mother, are you awake yet?
What? Oh.
What in God's name do you think you're doing? I have just stubbed my toe on the tall boy.
Oh, dear. Are you all right?
Hammering on my door at this hour. I thought it was the drug squad.
I just wondered if we could start going through the photographs.
Oh, says he. Washed, dressed, with a full English breakfast inside him, no doubt. Oh, excuse me. Good morning, Haley.
Morning.
Now, I may be gone some time, Roy, so if you could hold off with the battering ram and the tear gas, it would be greatly appreciated.
Any tea in the pot?
Help yourself.
I'm sorry if you're still angry with me. Can't you put yourself in my shoes?
Well, we'll have plenty to choose from when you've burnt through that money.
Just hear me out. I'm not as young as I was. I've no savings, no private pensions, no investments. That money was a godsend, security at last.
You don't have to justify yourself, Mum.
Oh, doesn't she? Glo, you're looking at the best security you'll ever have. I mean, we're the ones who look after you.
Well, you say that now. But how often do me and Stella fall out? I've been left on that doorstep more often than a bottle of semi-skimmed.
Never without good reason.
Well, good reason or no, what if it happened again? What would become of me? That money's like an insurance policy.
It was Eric's money, as I recall, and a pigging oversight at that.
Can we just stop this now, please? It's your money, and you can spend it however you see fit. Right, I'm going to work.
Yes, off to work to scrub somebody else's floors.
Well, at least she's got that option. Who'd employ me at my age? Can't you see my point of view?
Well, you're looking after number one, I suppose.
Oh, don't say that, Carl. You know how much I love Stella.
No, how much you don't. Right down to the last penny. You know, there's nothing I wouldn't do for her, and I thought you felt the same.
I do.
So how can you stand by and watch her lose the pub?
Yeah, she might never get over it. But, like she says, it's your money to spend as you see fit.
Sorry, it's late. Well, as long as it's all here. Everything all right for you up there?
Yeah, it's fine.
Apart from the bathroom. The shower's not very powerful, and the fan's dead noisy.
Oh, dear. Hot tub's still working, I hope.
Hot tub? What's he on about?
Come on, let's get going.
Dad?
Yeah?
Did you get the money for the school trip? Only we're going tonight.
Well, look, to be honest, love, what with Jason being away and me not getting paid and the rent being overdue, I'm a bit skint, love.
You mean I can't go?
Well, we'll do something nice here.
Like what?
I don't know, we'll go to a park or something like that.
I'm a bit old for swings. It's not fair. Everyone else is going. Thanks. Hey, you're running a bit late, aren't you?
What with your stuff?
Can you lend my dad some money?
Faye.
We'll be able to go on the school trip otherwise. Please.
Oh, listen, I'd really love to be able to help, but, you know, with the Rovers job going bump and everything, well, me and Owen were a bit short ourselves. I'm really sorry, sweetheart.
It's fine, it's not your responsibility. Come on, sweetheart, there'll be other school trips.
Bye, darling. Bye.
Hayley says she'll cover for 10 minutes. Are you ready?
As I will ever be. Oh. Gesundheit.
A simple bless you will suffice.
Oh, I'm sorry, one of the less agreeable things I picked up from Milton.
There's quite a lot of dust.
Yes, well, I've never been one to pick at scabs. Now, are you sure that you want to proceed with this?
I am quite certain.
Right, well, to the time machine. Oh. Oh, goodness gracious me.
What?
Well, that's your great-uncle Edwin. Do you remember him?
I can't say that I do.
Yes, you must do. He had a lazy eye. When I say lazy, bone idle would be nearer to the truth.
Shall we continue?
Do you know, he could be talking to you for 10 minutes before you realised. And if he had peas on his plate, you'd be sitting there for half an hour while he finished. Oh, it was painful to watch.
Is he in a position to shed any light?
Well, not unless we hold a séance. He's been in the Southern Cemetery for the best part of 50 years. Oh, Oh, now look, see these two little girls? Now, that's me and that's your Auntie Jean on VJ Day. And if you look closely, you'll see an effigy of Admiral Tojo in the background. Look.
Do you want some more toast?
No, I'm fine, thanks. If I have any more, they'll need the cutting gear to get me out of these cakes.
Hey, that was Dylan on the phone. He dialed the number himself and everything.
Does Violet know?
Of course she does. He's getting so grown up now. I mean, making his own phone calls. How brilliant's that?
Give it 10 years, his mother might say it differently when the bill arrives.
Yeah, if he's anything like his father.
Well, you know what they say. It's good to talk.
And evict people from reality shows. You dial your finger red rose some nights.
It's deeply therapeutic.
I'm not sure that's what Alexander Graham Bell had in mind. Right, I'll call you later.
All right, I'll be fine.
I know. Like he says, it's good to talk.
Tina still seemed funny yesterday.
Probably hormones or something.
No, it's more than that. It's like she was awkward, like she couldn't wait to get away. It's been like that ever since the row over the ring. I thought we'd sorted it.
Yeah, well, we're probably best off giving her some space, like.
Oh, that's the last thing we should do. I don't want to think it's caused a risk.
It's up to you, but I just don't think we should crowd her, that's all.
I don't want to think there's any bad feeling. I want to know we're all in this together still.
You sound like the Prime Minister.
Difference is I mean it. That's why I've invited her for a drink later.
You what?
At the bistro after work. I thought it'd give us a chance to clear the air once and for all three of us.
What, and you want me to come as well?
You are involved.
Yeah, I know, but I'd sooner swerve it. Like I say, I don't want us overwhelming her.
You've never been backward in coming forward before. I know what this is about.
Yeah?
You don't want to spend the evening with two women. We won't talk about pregnancy all night, I promise you.
Wouldn't bother me if you did.
So you'll come? Great. I will see you at the bistro about 5.
Okay.
Bye. See you later.
See ya.
Where did you go? It's a club night in town.
Total grime.
Expect you when your fingernails fitted right in.
Actually, grime's type of music.
Well, looking at today's musicians, I wouldn't be surprised. The only thing grubbier than their lyrics are their faces. I don't know why you're bothering. You can't know what you're looking at.
I shall enlist your help when I require it. At least this way I don't get bogged down in endless anecdote.
It is oral history, and I thought you'd be fascinated.
Ordinarily, perhaps, but time is of the essence now. Who is this with my father?
Oh, now, there's a bad penny. Oh, I've forgotten all about him.
Who is it?
Mark Hernan. He and your father were thick as thieves at one time. I couldn't abide him. He reeked of gin and good-time girls, and he would have led your father astray if I hadn't put him on a tight leash.
Do you think they may have stayed in touch?
Wouldn't bet against it. Mind you, with his lifestyle, I doubt he's still on terra firma.
Have you any idea?
I could make inquiries.
Please.
I will do my best, but please don't get your hopes up.
Thank you.
Hiya, love. I brought yours and our Gary's lunch.
That's all, love. He's just had to nip out.
Oh, well, I shouldn't rush back and I can't be buttered. It's corned beef again.
I tell you, if I eat much more of that, I'll be demanding the Falklands back. Still, needs must. I don't suppose... Kate, you're not back yet? I tell you what, when I see her...
I know, well, it's Faye that I'm worried about. You know that school trip she's got a heart set on?
Yeah.
Well, Tim couldn't afford to pay for it. Honestly, she's dead disappointed.
Great. With a bit of luck, she might realise which side her bread's buttered.
I know, but she's asked me for the money and I feel rotten saying no. I'd really like to pay for it.
No. If we prop that bloke up, we'll never get Faye back. It's time you realise what being a parent is. And when he does, he'll run a flaming mile.
Hiya.
How come you've got Josie?
Hello?
It's me.
What do you want?
Look, I can't talk out here, it's important. All right.
I was. I thought you meant to be backing off.
Yeah, well, that's a bit difficult when you're arranging drinks with Izzy, isn't it?
She asked. What am I supposed to say?
How about no?
And how would that have looked? She would have smelt a rat.
Look, I've said it, I'm sorry.
No, I don't give a stuff about your apologies. How could you put me in this situation? You know, everything could fall apart.
But you've not exactly helped, have you?
What?
I had a visit from your ex.
Well, I was in bits. I had to talk to someone.
What, and you chose Tommy? The bloke who shut his mouth off and told the whole flaming world about the baby? Yeah, great call,
But
Tina.
I trust Tommy. And even if it did blab, it'd still be all your fault. So don't you ever lecture me again, or it won't just be Tommy you have to worry about.
Rust off your feet, I see.
And whose fault's that, eh?
Oh, Sunita's, I reckon.
Do you? Well, it wasn't her that hired me and then wrote rubber checks, was it?
I haven't come here to play the blame game. I've got a proposition for you.
Well, that's very kind of you, love, but you know what? That sounds like a recipe for indigestion to me.
How much to clear Stella's debts and finish the job?
She knows, ask her.
I'm asking you. And you give me an answer if you want to get paid.
All right, it's 90 grand.
Let's call it 80 grand. I've come into some money. I want you to start work again.
And what about the other 10K?
Well, 80 grand's all I've got. You'll have to take it or leave it.
It's not ideal, love.
Neither are corned beef butties for a growing lad like you. I'm sure you could trim 10 grand off the price if you put your mind to it.
And why should I?
Because you know it makes sense. You can sue my Stella if you like and have your day in court. She'll still be skint at the end of it and you'll get an out. Do you really want to be the fella who closes down the Rovers? It's your last best offer. I'd think on it if I were you.
Hello.
How was that?
Yeah, my father and me, day trip to Morecambe. I remember he and my mother had great trouble dragging me away from the railway station. I suppose I could be quite a handful in my own way.
No change there, then. Have you made any progress?
Well, difficult to say. Mother's investigating a possible lead, old friend of my father's, but it's something of a long shot, so to speak.
Well, never mind. It's bound to take time.
Well,
Eureka!
you found it?
I have found him. That is Mark Hernan's telephone number.
Have you called him?
Certainly not. I have no wish to toddle arm in arm down memory lane with that reprobate. Besides, this is your quest, Roy, not mine. Well, go on then. What are you waiting for? I worked hard to get that number.
Yes, I'll call him once lunch is over.
Well, I can manage on my own.
Look, I need to think of what I'm going to say to him. Please, Mother, allow me to do this in my own time.
Talk about blowing hot and cold.
I know I'm vacillating somewhat.
No, Roy, you don't have to explain to me or to anyone. You take as long as you need.
Got any pepperoni, Dev?
No, I'm afraid your strip's are spare.
Well, Faye loves it. She'd eat it every night if she could.
Yeah. Well, I assume she did.
Hiya.
Hiya. How was Faye when you dropped her off?
Oh, she came round.
Really?
Well, no, she was gutted, to be honest. I didn't realise it was so important to her.
Yeah, well, she's talked about nothing else, so maybe you weren't listening hard enough.
But I haven't got any money. What else can I do?
Here, she shouldn't have to miss out.
Oh, no, I can't ask you.
You didn't. You know, I might be living across the road, but I'm still a mother, and I won't see her go without. Go and take it. Nobody needs to know.
Hello, 8127?
Hello. Could I speak to Mr. Hernan, please? Mark Hernan.
Speaking. Hello? Hello?
I'm sorry, yeah. But my name's Cropper, Royston Cropper. I believe you are an acquaintance of my father, St. John Cropper.
So, Owen will be back in next week and it'll be all systems go. Are you going to say anything? I don't expect you to throw rose petals at my feet, but a thank you wouldn't go amiss.
Why didn't you tell me?
I wanted to surprise you. Your faces. I've given you a lifeline, not a terminal diagnosis.
No, it's just a bit of a shock, that's all, Glo.
Oh, well, if it's too much of a jolt, I'll cancel and go on a cruise.
No, Mum, I'm grateful. It's just hard to take in, that's all. It's just such a...
Hey, no tears. Hey, I'm the one who should be blubbing. I've just made an omelette out of my nest egg. We've still got to find 10 grand, mind. I was thinking, if you pitched in, we could save ourselves the cost of a labourer.
Yeah, well, it sounds good to me. I've got to warn you, though. When I'm grafting, you can drink me waiting tea.
Oh, I think we can cope. Thanks, Mum. I really appreciate this. The Rovers means the world to me.
Half as much as you mean to me.
So, it was the right number?
Yes.
I can't believe that scoundrel's not pushing up the daisies.
He sounded in rude health to me.
Rude being the operative word. The devil takes care of his own.
And is he still in touch with St. John?
No, they had a falling out a few months ago.
His father finally realised that he was a wrong and only took him nearly 50 years.
Mr. Hernan was kind enough to supply me with the last address he has for my father. Tried obtaining a number, but it's ex-directory. He doesn't possess a mobile.
Like father, like son.
He's living in a detached house in Blackburn. We looked him up on the internet.
And a very desirable residence it looks, too. Certainly beats a wing-back chair in a council care home. And that's what I was reduced to, his wife, while he was having barbecues on the patio and washing his motor car of a Sunday.
There was a man in the front garden.
Was it St. John?
Not unless he'd had an horrific accident.
I told you, Mother, the face was pixelated.
Well, it could have been him. Never had much meat on him.
Well, what are we waiting for? I can drive us there tonight.
I shan't ask what the bouquet was like. I'm thirsty.
So I see. Are you all right?
Well, why wouldn't I be? What is it? Have you been involved in an accident in the last 3 years? Well, if you'd have jumped any higher just then you would have. Are you sure you're all right?
Fine, Sean. Hiya, love. Good day?
Yeah. It's quiet. I made a 32 break.
Well, it's nice to know my taxes aren't being wasted.
He earns every penny.
Oh, he's kidding, love. Blimey, you two got on it early.
Not me.
Yeah, well, whatever helps you get through the day, eh? Put your tea on.
So, are we going to go or not?
I don't know.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Roy. You're 3 parts of the way up Everest. Why don't you plant your flag?
Well, he might not even live there anymore. That man in the photograph could be someone else entirely.
No. That's him, all right. I'd know them bow legs anywhere. Couldn't stop a pig in an entry.
Well, even if it is him, he's very elderly. Who knows what the shock of seeing me again might do?
Well, I managed to survive it, somehow.
I don't blame you for feeling apprehensive, Roy, but St. John wants to see you, and I know you want to see him.
I can't think why. The pixelation was an improvement.
If I were in Roy's shoes, I'd have a million questions.
I do have 1 or 2, yes. I've had them a long time. We will go. Tonight.
Well, she'd have to go back.
Yeah, well, I've got to go. Anna's had Joseph all day as it is. I've had a good time, though.
Me too.
Sorry to interrupt, but I wonder what you want me to do with your son.
What are you doing with...
His name's Joseph. I know it must be hard to remember, especially when you've been out caning it the night before. I had to take the afternoon off to look after him.
Well, you shouldn't have. I'm sorry.
Don't apologise. He's being ridiculous.
I'm being a responsible parent. One of us has to be.
He was with Hannah.
He should be with you, Katie. But you're never in anymore. Look, if you really don't care about him, if he's in the way, why don't you just let me keep him where he's wanted?
Well, steady on, mate.
Shut it, you. If it wasn't for Joseph, I'd put you through that front window.
I doubt that somehow, but any time you ought to give it a go.
Yeah, all right, that's enough. Right, I think everyone's had the money's worth. You two get in the house. I'll take him, darling. Come on, sweetheart. Sorry, Chef.
Well, that didn't touch the sides.
Yeah, well, I've been grafting all day.
It's all right, we're having a go. Anyway, I think we're entitled to celebrate.
Yeah.
Hiya. Hi. What do you want to drink?
Just an orange juice, time.
I'll got the bath.
Oh, hold on, somebody be over in a sec. Gary's got something to tell you. Yeah?
Yeah, the Rover's job's back on, because Stella's mum's come up with the money.
So there won't be any hitches with your last instalment?
Great. Although I wasn't worried. I know at first it's all about the money, but things changed. I want to help you. Give you something you deserve.
Well, I appreciate that. We feel better, though, for not letting you down. Thank you. Come on, you great lump.
Right, calm down. Right, take a deep breath.
It won't do any good.
Do as you're told. Better?
It's simply, for as long as I can remember, I've wanted answers from him. And eventually, in their absence, I've provided my own. And upon those assumptions, my life, for good or ill, has been built. Well, what good will knowing the truth do now?
I don't know. But I do know this, without a shadow of a doubt. You are the bravest, most honest man I've ever met. You'll seek the truth, tell the truth, stick to the truth, regardless of any cost to yourself. You've never run away from it in your life. I don't think you're going to start now.
One thing I know to be immutably true. I love you a very great deal.
Belt up, Roy.
And we're back in Coronation Street in half an hour.